Congratulations.
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 The South Bend Regional Chamber and YPN South Bend are proud to introduce you to the 2021 Michiana 40 Under 40 class. Brought to you in partnership with the Community Foundation of Elkhart County and First State Bank. The program is also supported by Gibson and the South Bend Tribune. I'm Vahid Sadarzadeh. Let's meet the 2021 recipients. Brianna Allen. Natalie Bickle. Rochelle Brown. Shannon Buari Sr. Rodrigo Correa. David Daly. Dallas Dreer. Eloise Dune.
Keep pushing. I would tell my younger self to keep pushing. It is not going to be easy. You are going to fail. There are going to be challenges, and you're going to have to jump through hoops. However, if you keep pushing, you stay diligent, determined, committed, it all works out in the end.
I think that my aha moment is that hope is so important, and people, if they know you believe in them, if they have any ounce of hope, it could change the world. And yeah, it seems so simple, but it's just so big. So yeah.
Live your best life. I would say it over and over again. Don't live in a safe zone, but live your best life.
What's a pet peeve?
I have a lot. What's a pet peeve? I don't like wrinkled clothes. That's one of them, of the many, but I just can't stand clothes to be wrinkled. They must be pressed, they must be ironed, and must fit correctly.
That it made me realize that there's more impact than just the work that you do at work. So as a professional, I think as leaders, you have an obligation to go above and beyond the office.
I think I would tell my younger self that it's all going to be all right. You don't have to have all the answers or the whole plan laid out.
Lesson learned, always be honest and don't overstate your qualifications.
That it's going to be okay. That it will not be easy and that there will be a lot of hurdle on the way, but it's going to be okay.
H. Ellington. Sarah Rose Frazier. Kelly Friend. Trish Giels. Katie Gehring. Joshua Goebel. Michael Gross. Bethany Hartley.
I would tell my younger self to free your wings, no restrictions, live life, and be vulnerable enough to express when you need help, express when you're going through something, and seek the help.
What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
At 23, packed my bags and moved to the US. I had never been to the United States before, and I literally just put everything I had in one suitcase, and I flew to Chicago, and I was picked up at the airport by a lovely couple that I had been a waitress to a year before. And I had only met them one weekend, but it was one of those spur of the moment, and I swear some guardian angels were watching over me because they were amazing people, and I consider them family now.
My professional aha moment? That I can still be myself. That I can still talk to the teams that I lead not as this overpowering leader. Like I don't have to wear the power suit to go to work.
Chill out. You have got to relax a little bit. Things will come to you, you'll grow into these roles, you will grow into your community, and that there will be so many ways for you to share what you want to do, and you don't have to rush it.
To not get discouraged just because you're told no. It usually works out for the best. It's meant to be.
The dumbest thing I've ever done, boy, there's a long list. Probably I got into a rock fight with my brothers when we were younger, and we were throwing rocks across a creek at each other, and I actually hit my brother in the head, and it gouged his head pretty good. He had to go get stitches, and luckily we were both smart enough to know we'd be in deep trouble. So an acorn fell out of a tree and hit him. And that's the story up until about 10 years ago. We finally told Mom and Dad the truth. And my grandpa was even in on it. He knew what really happened, but he wasn't about to tell on us. So he was a trooper and stayed with the story till about 10 years ago.
One of my managers, quite a few years ago now, had this saying that time is the most valued currency. And it took a little while for that to sink in, but what that helped me do is create more balance in my life, work, personal life balance, as well as what I'm prioritizing on at work. So, saying no is just as important as saying yes. And, that saying or that quote from my manager quite a few years ago really helped me put that into perspective.
Well, I would tell myself what I actually ended up getting a tattoo of, which is grow where you are planted. So that to me means being present in the moment. I have a very hard time doing that even now. I mean, I will always have a hard time doing that, but I think I went in a lot of different directions and really didn't think much about decisions I was making. And so I would just say, calm down, take a minute, take a breath, and then make a decision.
So I was surprised to get recognized. I wasn't aware that it had even been nominated, so it was really a terrific honor, and in fact, especially an honor when I saw my fellow classmates in particular. So they, to be held in high regard, to be recognized in the community, it really inspired me to even want to do more in the community.
Jonathan Honstein, Shelby Herms, LaQuisha Jackson, John Jessen, Ray Corson, John Paul LaShawn, Nate Laux, Thomas Lynch.
One thing is I've had great mentors that help me to avoid making stupid choices.
Sorry. I'm not going to tell that story on camera. I'm sorry. I think the most spontaneous thing I've ever done is I got a tattoo. It was one of those situations like, yeah, we thought about this in advance, but like, did my friend and I really? So, no regrets there. It's little, it's cute.
What I would tell little LaQuisha is it's all necessary. Everything that you are going through as a child or a young adult, it's all for your purpose. It's all for the plan. It's all to mold you and build you up so that you can handle the greatness that you have been called to receive?
I guess the only thing I would add is I'm just so passionate about this community. I'm so lucky to be working in a job where I can see the improvements to the community and the community in which I live. And I love that about Bradley Company, and I love that about South Bend.
So I've taken the concept of ownership into my career and just full accountability for your performance, both personally and professionally. And I think if you do that, you're going to be successful.
I think it's, honestly, owning your own business, you think that everybody else kind of has it together, all the other big companies and everybody else out there. And then I think a professional aha moment for me was when I realized, like, we're all the same. Like, whether you have a big business, a small business, you're all just trying to make it. And you're doing your best job, you're giving it your all. And we're all kind of in this together, if you will.
I came out of one meeting and there was an older guy who was a lot wiser and smarter than me, and I said, hey, I just don't understand this. And he said, oh, no, none of us do. And so it made me feel a little bit better that, everyone's kind of trying their best to get going, and it also gave me the freedom to say it's okay to ask questions. And just because you ask questions doesn't mean you're stupid or ignorant or annoying. It just means that you have a question. And so I then quickly became unafraid of asking about what I don't know.
When you just kind of start off in business and it just seems like every day you're just trying to get through the day and make it through, and then all of a sudden you just realize that everything is a little bit easier. Everything just flows and it kind of comes upon you and you don't even realize it. But I would say it's probably my aha moment is just when you look back and you're like, man, these days are getting a whole lot easier for me.
For all of us at the Community Foundation, we are proud to recognize this year's 40 Under 40 class. Their talent, their passion, and their innovation is inspiring, and we are thankful for the ability to highlight the economic importance of having this group of talent in our communities. Congratulations to all the recipients. Thank you for making your mark in our community.
Marion Mahone. Leah Mark. John Michael Meyer. Emily Mishler. Jessica O'Brien. Dr. Nikhil Padenker. Thiago Pinto. Leo E. Premer.
One day, a few years ago, I heard one of the senior students telling my mantra to one of my junior students, and I started thinking like, okay, this is awesome. Little tidbits and pearls of wisdom that I've just kind of spat out are starting to get passed on, and that was just really awesome. That was the sort of like, okay, teaching medicine is what I'm supposed to do, sort of thing.
I think the most important thing that keeps coming back to me is whenever I do not trust my intuition. I have a gut instinct. We all have that, this inner guidance, and we know when we should do something and shouldn't do something. And I think every time that I have gone against that intuition, I have regretted it. So it's just an ongoing thing to trust yourself. And when I do that, I always feel like it's a positive outcome. So that's, what I've learned from that.
So in 1996, my freshman year, Mrs. Grove, she told me that you're never finished. There are only deadlines, and it's an English class. So I knew it when I was younger, but then as I grew older, I realized that that is so true, and I wish it stuck with me through all the years, but it didn't become surreal until I became a professional. So I would definitely say that was probably the most valuable piece that I wish I could tell myself, like, believe in it. You're never finished. There's only deadlines.
Life is short. Life is short, and courage is rare. So be brave and go for it.
I think as I'm approaching 40, probably one of the biggest lessons I've learned in life is to not look for validation from other people, to do what I think is right and to make myself happy, to not care so much what other people might think or say about how I'm living my life and what I'm doing with my time, and to just continue to do what I think is right and use the lessons that I've learned growing up and through meeting the people that I've met in life to make the best decisions for myself, my family, and my community.
Well, I would say you're on the right path, and with your unwavering focus and relentless tenacity, you're gonna get to places you may never have dreamed of.
Find a mentor. I would find a mentor a lot earlier, especially not just any mentor, somebody who's in the top of your field, top of the game. There's a lot more people there at the top of the game who are willing to help. So find a mentor and really define what winning is for me, clarify what really winning is in life, and asking better questions for sure.
With what I know now, I would tell my younger self never to have your phone on with a ringtone. I was sitting with a client at the time and had a really fun ringtone that I really enjoyed, of a song that personally I enjoyed, and unfortunately during that client meeting my phone rang. And my client made an offhanded remark about the style of music that I enjoy based on my ringtone, and I thought to myself, this is never going to happen again. And so my phone has been on vibrate ever since.
It's First State Bank's honor to be a part of the Michiana 40 Under 40 recognition. Hi, I'm Joe Caffey, President and CEO of First State Bank. You've chosen to grow your career here in Michiana, and First State Bank has chosen to grow our business here in Michiana. We're proud of all of your accomplishments and wish you only the best and brightest in the future.
Kevin Railing, Diana Rowan, Gillian Shaw, Vanessa Corman-Smith, Jackie Stahl, Dr. Kristen Tawadris, Kate Williams, J.J. Wright.
Stay your course. Your course is your course, not somebody else's.
My aha moment was that I don't have to be limited in my career by what my major was in college, what I got my degree in, and what jobs I've been in, that I am more than that. I'm a collection of all of my skills and experiences, and I can use those and shape them to do a lot of different things. And so I feel like it opened up a world of opportunity for me, both in my career, but just in life in general, learning how to connect those dots.
Just do it. I feel like I just learned hey, if I want to learn something, I can. So if I want to learn Photoshop and I didn't get training for it in school, oh well, I'm going to get online, I'm going to go to lynda.com or YouTube and I'm going to figure it out. And so I had an art degree. I wasn't a business major, but I feel like I have a business major from the School of Hard Knocks because I've taught myself so much, whether it be accounting or Photoshop, employee management, all those kinds of things. So my aha moment is I can do anything if I research it and just dive into it.
With what you know now, what would you tell your younger self?
It's all going to work out. I think that's the biggest thing is growing up and just even, the last few years as things change, it's very, life can be scary because you don't know what's going to happen. But after you go through it and you look back and realize there was a reason why, again, everything happens for a reason.
Thinking through what you say before you say it, and thinking about the impact that your words have on the people around you. So I'm just so much more conscious now as an adult and in the world of social media and how we communicate with each other, the impact your words can have. So just be really mindful of what you say and how you say it, and know your audience.
I think I would tell my younger self that, you know, now I look back and I think I spend more time regretting the times that I didn't try, a lot more than I regret the times that I tried and failed. Yeah.
I think with what I know now, I would tell my younger self to relax a little bit. It's nice to strive and be ambitious and try really hard to achieve my goals, but at the same time, it's also important to take the time to appreciate the things I do have and be present to my family and to my colleagues and students at work as well.
Thank you to our 2021 selection committee, comprised of business leaders from the Michiana region. Michiana 40 Under 40 is presented by the South Bend Regional Chamber and YPN South Bend in partnership with the Community Foundation of Elkhart County and First State Bank, along with supporting partners Gibson and the South Bend Tribune.